All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TorCraft number 2.
Yeah.
I'm totally out of Pacific Rim jokes, but that's all right because our next game is going to be a ZVT here in our first semifinals. It will be MaSa up against Sammyuel, best of 3, looking for the lion's share of that $200 prize pool.
Yep, first place gets 120, second gets 60, third place gets 20.
The last place? Is that what you were trying to say right there?
I was about to, but I don't know why.
The guy that lost everything.
The guy that didn't quite come top 2. So last out of 3.
Last of 3. The top 3 all go home with money. I think that's the most diplomatic way to say it. We are here at the Microsoft Store, and we're going to be jumping into game number 1, courtesy of Toshiba Canada and ESChamp. Remember, if you like what you see in here, hit me up on Twitter. But if you don't, then subscribe to these guys because I know they do appreciate it.
Yep. We're going to be spawning in on Frost now. On top of our Lavender Terran player representing Root Gaming, the man who likes to change his colors way too much, it is MaSa.
Lavender. All right, our salmon here in the bottom right, because that's a shade of red. Yep. Our Zerg. Saw him in the last semifinals from TorCraft number 1. It will be Sammyuel.
And this is a rematch. Last TorCraft Cup, exact same.
Totally call him Salmon Sammy. Salmon Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy.
And the Lavender MaSa? That doesn't quite work.
We got a Lyote.
I call it a Lyote because it's like coyote.
But wouldn't it have an accent on it?
Coyote doesn't.
But then you say coyote.
You call him a coyote? No? It's cool. Yeah, it is Yansu, and it is, or not Yansu.
Frost.
It is Frost. And cross positions here on the 4-player map, you can already see one of the Overlords going the wrong way. But not really too sure we're going to see anything too hectic out of this one. Kind of big, and don't know where your opponents are.
Yeah. Right now, MaSa has yet to throw down his barracks and refinery like he normally does.
Expansion first. He's banking up quite a bit.
That's true.
I think it's going to be a command center first.
Yeah, MaSa does like to mix it up sometimes, especially versus a player that, he just like utterly crushes with Reapers. It's just like the next time I'm going to do not Reapers. So he's going to be going CC first. And
there's the expansion from Sammy.
Yeah, so both players going expansion first. Probably going to see a barracks soon from MaSa, as soon as he gets enough money for it. As the SCV is heading over towards that ramp.
So it's going to be a bit more safe, a bit more economic, and not really going to see too much here in the near future. Spawning pool is going to be down now here from Sammy. And there's the extractor. Still looking for gas here from MaSa, but I'm fairly sure it's going to be soon to follow.
There's the refinery. So MaSa going to go CC first into Reapers.
There it is as well. Yeah, I mean, if you need a fast scout and you don't want to sacrifice any economy for it, get the gas, get the barracks. Now you got the barracks for the Marines. Get out 1, 2, 3 Reapers, whatever you want. But is he going to do like hit and run tactics, or is he just going to use it purely for scouting? That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Knowing MaSa, he might just make like 5 Reapers and just win the
knowing
game with
MaSa,
that.
he might, yeah.
It's like, oh, I need to play this game. Let me just make 5 Reapers, control them like a god, and then win in like 10 minutes.
Our observer here, Ender Sword, actually did fall to repeated Reaper harass, so I mean, if it is going to be that, it very well could be. No, it does look like it's going to be Marine first. So he's going to go a bit more defensive. We do have both orbitals now coming down, so he's looking for those early mules, catch him up a bit, quicker on that economy. In terms of everything else, though, for Sammy, I mean, metabolic boost. I did see 2 Zerglings. Okay, I thought I did.
Oh, what this might be is that MaSa might go for Banshees. He's throwing down a factory. If he throws down an add-on on the factory, then it'll probably be Hellions harassment. But I feel like it might be Banshees.
Well, if he goes for the 1/1/1 into Banshees, then yeah. But it is Zerg, so Hellions is definitely something of an option. I have many, many memories of the MLG Zerg barbecues. The blue flame is best. But it has kind of gone through subsequent changes since. So not entirely too sure we're going to see the Hellions. I'm leaning more towards aggression. So I'll say Hellions. Just for it.
Looks like there might be a reactor on that barracks. And,
back to the double Hellion production.
Yeah.
I heard it lift. One Zergling did mention, to that Marine that he doesn't like his mother, so the Marine shot him.
Yep. Starport going to be coming down here. And it's either Hellion drops or Hellion and Banshees. Because MaSa can roll that way. He's throwing down a Tech Lab, so it might just be Banshee and Hellion. MaSa's done it before. Like,
Hard
he
to
could
tell.
do it again.
I don't think I've ever seen Hellion Banshee. It just seems like a weird combo.
That's exactly why MaSa does it.
Because it's a weird combo?
Yeah.
And he just doesn't give any cares?
He does not give any cares.
Well, there is going to be a little bit of aggression coming out of Sammyuel here. I mean, we do got some
6 roaches.
roaches now moving out. That's a pretty decent wall, though.
But there's only 1 Marine in the bunker and like 2 Hellions. He's not really going to be able to do too much. Going to be trying to get out
Banshee's Hellion, look at that.
Yeah, going to be trying to get out of that Banshee. Also going to be going for Cloak. We'll have a couple more Hellions as the roaches approach, but Hellions don't do that well versus roaches. Guys, roaches do extra versus armored units.
Look at that. Went yellow, immediately regen to green. I mean, that's a pretty tough roach right there. It's going to not follow in the Believe footsteps and leave your front door open. Instead, he is just going to keep it closed.
That bunker actually is almost tricked Sammy into thinking that there was a lot more units than MaSa actually had.
Yeah, he looked at the rate of health that he was actually losing. And
Yeah.
1 Marine, 2 Marine, 3 Marine, 4. Well, we're still looking for those 3 and 4. But we do have the layer in the background as well coming out here from Sammy. So he
Double
will...
chamber as well.
Thought I saw a layer.
Oh, no. It's actually a 3rd hatch, not layer.
Well, then I'm a little disconcerted because obviously he now sees the Banshees and he needs Overseers.
Yeah.
Or Spores. Actually, he can just go into Spores.
Yeah, well, now that he knows the Banshees are there, he's just going to throw down Spore Crawlers. He's like, oh, my layer's too late. And I went for that early 3rd hatch, so, you know, Spores is a pretty safe option. Also has the double Evo, going to be going for 1-1 for a missile attack, so probably going to be going Roach Hydra this game. Maybe just pure Roach Circling, that's also not.
Gotta get something that shoots up.
Yeah. And right now...
MaSa with the upgrades in the bag. Does get Cloak out halfway there through Stim. But still more aggression. It's going to be the Hellions coming through. Hellions against Roaches, they said, not really the best. But if he can get through the front door and into those succulent drones, then, yeah. If he can actually, that would be an interesting option. Have the Banshee chase them out, like, to the front of the base and then rush in with the Hellions and clean them all up.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
MaSa going to be getting a Raven. You know, this is a build that MaSa occasionally throws out there.
Seeker missiles? Or point defense?
Seeker missiles, PDDs, or auto turrets. Like, I've even seen MaSa...
Auto turrets.
Yeah, he'll just, like, run his Raven right into your mineral line, throw down a couple auto turrets to leave. I've seen him do it before. So...
God, that feels very Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, but he does it. It is MaSa. He does things that you don't normally see.
Well, he wins a lot of Canadian tournaments. So.
Yeah. And
at this point, who are we to question the most winningest guy around here?
Yep. And 6 Hellions, 2 Banshees. Going to be the harassment of choice. Might be able to get... no, going to actually slip right into the main. Drone's pretty clumped up here. Needs to target fire those drones. So far, it looks like 12, 14 workers killed, 15 and counting, 22. This is a ridiculous amount of drones killed for almost for free. Really, only going to be losing 3 Hellions so far. Might even get a Queen there. And the Banshee's doing work in the main base as well. Going to kill that main base Queen. Yep, and GG from Sammyuel.
Doesn't even get an attack off.
Woo, well played there. Going to be taking game number 1 pretty, like, convincingly. Just that double Banshee 6 Hellion. And
Banshee Hellion. This is the first time I've literally gotten to see Banshees Hellions just win straight out in one push.
Yeah.
That was it. I mean,
and it was mainly because Sammyuel, he left his wall open.
Yeah. We've been seeing this now. That's 2 games in a row that we've had walls with open doors. And it just wrecks havoc. I mean, in Believe versus Amnesia, the first game, door was open, just gets in. The Zerglings wreck havoc. They traded out the minerals, but just the economic damage that was done by the Zerglings was immense. This time, it's Hellions that slip on through, Banshees in the back, so he's attacking 2 bases at once. Just lost 20 minerals and, what, 2 queens.
Yeah.
Just like, that's game right there. So... as you said, MaSa can do what MaSa wants because he's just going to have the confidence to bring out a victory, and I was impressed. I was impressed.
Well done there. We're going to be getting into game number 4.
Poor MaSa.
And, of course, the Microsoft Store providing us the space here to do TorCraft Cup and also providing all of the laptops that all these players play on.
Ender Sword getting an edge there against MaSa. You too. Wow. A little bit of... fun talk in the chat, guys. Game number 2 going to be coming. As you said, though, I mean, Microsoft Store, it's always a pleasure to come down here at the Yorkdale Mall because, like, back there on those TVs, we got to see the most amazing Xbox games. One's called Loco Cycle.
It is
It's this
just
motorbike
ridiculous.
that has like it's dragging a human, and then he uses it as a boomerang, and then he hits stuff with it. It's like, okay, sure, but amazing. Thank you, Microsoft Store, for introducing me to that amazing looking game. Maybe I'll buy it. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well,
it's too Skynet for me, maybe.
and of course, can also buy other Microsoft Store purchases, such as if you want to buy a Windows Phone, Surface. You can even buy StarCraft 2 as well here.
It would be a little weird if you couldn't. I mean, like, I don't know how really the TorCrafts work, but this is our second one that I've been to, and we've actually had like some pretty decent crowd here.
Yeah.
Your whole high school turned out.
All of the ones that I care about from my high school turned out.
The anime club, yes.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, generating a few crowds here at the TorCraft Cup, Microsoft Store. Big thanks to Toshiba as well. Dave's been using that laptop there to spectate flawlessly for us. So we do give a big shout out to him and ESChamp, Drecking off in the corner for making this all happen as well. So.